All right, Colin, you ready to do our intro?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I'm not going to jinx it, but it is going better than I thought it would go so far. If that's any.
It is certainly the least amount of room noise I've ever heard on a CaridaCast episode. So
I know, usually, yeah. Well, don't say that because Buddy and Freddie could realize that there's a stranger in the house again.
My mic can go off in a moment, so I'm going to be muting it and stuff nonstop too.
Okay, so welcome everyone. This is a
my Wi-Fi could drop out.
Okay. All right. Well, me and Quinn will do our intro. So welcome everyone. I'm Mike from Mike Hinton from CaridaCast. I'm here with
and I'm Colin Durbrow.
And I just talked over Colin.
Yep, this is going to be fun. Oh, phone delay, how I love these, so.
Okay, so we are going to attempt to do a recording of Act 1 of William Shakespeare's Star Wars by, how do you say that last name, Colin? You don't even have it in front of you. Ian Doche? I don't know, some guy named Ian.
Doche. Yeah, no,
Doche.
I don't have the
That's an unfortunate last name. All right, so without further ado,
we gotta do the prologue first.
We are going to is who wants to read I guess our narrator will read the prologue. So let's give a good listen to Shakespeare's Star Wars.
It is a period of civil war. The spaceships of the rebels striking swift from base unseen have gained victory o'er the cruel galactic empire now adrift. Amidst the battle, rebel spies prevailed and stole the plans to a space station vast, who now powerful beams will later be unveiled and crush a planet. 'Tis the Death Star blast. Pursued by agents sinister and cold, now Princess Leia to her home doth flee, delivering plans and a new hope they hold of bringing freedom to the galaxy. In a time so long ago begins our play in star-crossed galaxy, far, far away.
Now is the summer of our happiness, made winter by this sudden fierce attack. Our ship is under siege, I know not how. Oh, hast thou heard? The main reactor fails. We shall most surely be destroyed by this. I'll warrant madness lies herein.
Beep, 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 squeak, beep, beep, wee.
We're doomed. The princess shall have no escape this time. I fear this battle doth portend the end of the rebellion. Oh, what misery!
Now watch amazed as swiftly through the door the army of the Empire flieth in, and as the troops through the passage pour, they murder several dozen rebel men.
Pray, R2-D2, where art thou?
Beep, beep.
At last! Where hast thou been? I fear they come in this direction. Pray, what shall we do? My circuitry o'erloads, my mind o'erthrown, and fear hath put its grip into my wires. We shall be sent unto that place I dread, the Kessel Spice Mines, whence no droid returns, and there be blasted into who knows what. Anon, R2, where dost thou go? Oh, prithee, patience, leave me not alone. Aye, even though I mock and injure thee, I'll surely die if e'er thou leavest me.
The Death Star plans, we could nor find here, nor they were on the main computer, Lord. In short, they're not here. And there's no end.
Thou speakest well, my stormtrooper, and yet not well upon my ear the message falls. I turn to thee, thou rebel. I lift thy head above my own, thou canst now choose to keep thy secrets locked safe in that head, and therefore lost thy life thou holdest dear, or else to keep thy head, and thus thy life. My patience runneth quickly out, much like the sands across the dunes of Tatooine. So tell me, else thou diest quick. Where shall we find transmissions thou did intercept? What hast thou done, say, with those plans?
My lord, my head and I, and life I value certain 'tis, and yet to thee I must report, we have not intercepted one transmission. This is a consular ship, and nothing more, under diplomatic mission.
Down, knave! With thy last breath, hear thou this word. If this is but a consular ship, then where is the ambassador? Commander, prithee, go. Rend thou this ship apart until the plans are found, and bring me any passengers. Upon thy life, I want them brought alive. And so another dies by my own hand, this hand, which now encased in blackness is. Oh, that the fingers of this wretched hand had not the pain and suffering ever known. But now my path is joined unto the dark, and wicked men, whose hands and fingers move, the crushed therefore are now my company. So shall my fingers ever undertake to do more evil, I, and this, my hand, shall do the Emperor's bidding evermore. And thus we see how fingers presage death, and hands become the monstrous instruments of fate.
Aye, there is one. My comrade, set for stun.
She shall be well. Go now, inform the dread Lord Vader we have caught a prisoner, and may Mos Eisley drinks flow swift and free when Vader grants rewards for work well done.
Hold! Thou art not permitted to go in. Deactivated thou shalt surely be.
Beep, 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 beep.
Thou shalt not label me a mindless brute philosopher. Nay, nay. Thou overladen blob of grease, thou imp, thou rubbish bucket fit for scrap, thou blue and silver pile of bantha dung. No, come, and get thee hence away, lest someone sees.
Beep, 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 squeak. Beep, 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 woo.
What secret mission? And what plans? What dost thou talk about? I'll surely not get in. I warrant I'll regret this, so say I.
This golden droid has been a friend, 'tis true, and yet I wish to still his prating tongue. An imp he calleth me. I'll be revenged, and merry pranks aplenty I shall play upon this pompous droid C-3PO. Yet not in language shall my pranks be done. Around both humans and the droids I must be seen and make such errant beeps and squeaks that they shall think me simple. Truly, though, although with sounds oblique I speak to them, I clearly see how I shall play my part, and how a vast rebellion shall succeed, by wit and wisdom of a simple droid.
Now climb the metal pair into the pod, which shooteth them from the ship like a laser blast, and to the planet's face as straight as rod. The capsule takes the droids by power vast.
There strays another one.
Pray, hold thy fire. For certain there are no life forms aboard. And truly, what may be the chance that aught but life alone could fly within that pod? The rebels could not be so cunning bold to put the Death Star plans wherein. If I were one to bet, I'd stake my life on it. All's well that endeth well, so say the wise, and so that pod shall live to land below.
'Tis but a jest. Aye, surely, we are mocked. For R2-D2, plainly canst thou see? The damage looks but minor from below. Can thou be sure this pod is safe?
Beep,
Oh.
Darth Vader, only thou couldst be so bold. When first my ship was under siege, I knew 'twas thee who had this peaceful vessel sacked. The Imperial Senate shall not stand for this, for when they hear that thou hast attacked a ship on diplomatic mission.
Highness, peace, be thou not so surprised, for well thou knowest, a mercy mission this was not this time. Thine innocent appearance doth disguise a heart with revolution at its core. Aye, several transmissions were there beamed unto this ship by rebel spies. I want to know what happened to the plans they sent. And prithee, speak thou well, or speak thy last, for fairer necks than thine my hand hath crushed.
Thine idle threat is meaningless to me. My neck, my tongue, my mouth, these instruments of speech have not the power to relate. The knowledge that thou seek, for certain 'tis I nothing know of what thou ask of me. For I am not a member of the great Imperial Senate, bound for Alderaan on mission diplomatic.
Nay, thou liest, for thou art with rebel alliance vile, and worse a traitor. Take this one away. The blood and wires within me leap with fire, when all these traitorous words I must endure.
Lord, holding her is dangerous. If word of this is told, then sympathy may rise for the rebellion in the Senate's mind. So shall our power o'er all the universe be weakened by this wicked, cunning wretch. 'Tis like the tale my mother told me once of bygone emperor, whose reign was lost, when putrid Ugnaughts rose against his throne. So hath my mother said, and I with her. A deathly blow oft comes from tiny fist, and greatest tree may fall by smallest axe.
Commander, peace, and trouble not thy mind with tales of old. The princess shall reveal her treachery when all's to do is done. The rebel spies are aptly traced to her, and now she is my only link to find the hidden rebel base.
I'll wager she will die ere she tells thee.
Leave that to me. Now go, be on thy way, and take this task. Send thou a signal of distress, and then inform the Senate all aboard were killed. So shall our presence here be hid from sight, and thus our swift attack shall not be known.
Lord Vader, sorry am I to report there are no battle plans aboard this ship, and neither were transmissions made. There was one escape pod jettisoned amid the fighting, but no life forms were aboard. For certain 'twas a harmless accident.
With purpose rank must she have quickly hid the plans in the escape pod.
Ugh. Women, vile! How could she deceive my subtle mind? The plans in the escape pod, oh, most rare.
Pray, cease thy speech, and mark ye what I say. Take thou a keen and swift attachment down, and bring me back the plans. Commander, go, see to the task thyself before the chime. There shall be none to stop our plan this time.
And now, dear viewers, shall our play go to the planet stark and drear for our next scene. Imagine sand and rocks within thy view. Prepare thy souls. We fly to Tatooine.
Forsooth, how did we get into this mess? I tell thee verily, I know not how. 1,000 Tauntaun bowels could not produce a greater desecration than this place. Alas, we two are made for suffering. I fear, R2, 'tis but our allotted life. More than 6 million forms of speech I know, yet not a one shall help me now. Beep, beep. Now must I rest before I come apart? My joints are nearly frozen. I freeze. For 'tis as though the vicious cold of death hath sunk deep into my circuitry. Oh, what a desolate terrain this is. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Where dost thou think thou goest? Beep, beep, beep.
Now shall I leave his company a while. Belike my absence shall alleviate his obstinate resolve, and teach him thoughts of kindness, care, and good humility.
Well, I shall not go thither and thee, droid. 'Tis far too rocky. Canst thou not perceive? Nay, truly, for the sun upon thy cold and hard exterior hath surely warped thine own prudent mind. Pray, understand, the road herein is far better. Why dost thou think that settlements will be found yon? Beep, beep. Be thou not technical with me, or else thine input valve may swift receive a hearty helping from my golden foot. Beep, squeak. What mission? What dost thou speak? Squeak, squeak, beep. More of thee I shall not take. So go thou hence. Thou shalt malfunction ere the day is through, near-sighted pile of scrap. Now mayest thou travel hence upon thy way, and find thy mission in a sarlacc pit. Then shalt thou know, for lo, these 1,000 years, the pain I suffer as thy counterpart. And be thou not behind me, errant knave. Aye, mark me, follow not, nor seek thou help, for thou no satisfaction shall receive. Beep, 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 squeak, squeak, squeak. No more with thine adventures. I go not upon thy way. Malfunctioning small fool. 'Tis all his fault. He tricked me so that I would go this way. But he shall not fare well. O gods above, why have I once again been short with R2, sending him away? I trust he knoweth well I hold him dear, though in his presence oft my speech is cruel. 'Tis words that do betray my better self, when harshly they express my droidly rage. And yet for protocol I'm made, and must with words fulfill my task. So then 'tis true that words are both my ruin and my strength. And yet, although I find myself adrift and lost within a speechless sea of sand, this word is truer, if ever words have truth. Forever lost I'd be, should I lose him. But wait, what's that? A transport! Saved am I! Hark! Over here! Hey, nonny non! Please help!
A vessel fast comes forth across the sand and takes C-3PO within its hold. But what of R2's mission grand? How doth the tale of this small droid unfold?
Beep, 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 squeak.
Pesca, Bahuman, T. Pesca, Hahuman, Fihala.
Ah, beep, beep, squeak, beep, beep, ah.
Imagine now that on this stage you see full many droids and creatures quite bizarre. And yet amid this ghastly company, herein the two friends reunited are.
Good R2. R2-D2. Oh, 'tis thee.
Beep, beep, beep. Squeak, beep, 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 wee.
There was someone within the pod, indeed. The tracks go off in this direction, see?
Behold, sir, either someone large hath dropped his ring, or else this fragile circle here doth mean we have found droids on Tatooine.
At last this vehicle of death hath stopped. So greatly fear I what shall happen next, that I am shaken to my core within. They say that fear is better faced when two together stand. Thus swift shall I wake my dear R2. Wake up! Wake up!
Beep, squeak.
We're doomed! Dost thou think they shall melt us down?
May punandinadig, utini, be!
Shoot not! Oh, shall this torment never end? First captured by these Jawas small and vile, and now we face a fate that is unknown. Now seems the first fate better than the next. Aye, rather would I bear the ill I have than fly to others that I know not of.
Anon, now let us go.
Oh, Luke, pray tell thine uncle that if he should find a translator, be sure if Bucky speaks. 'Tis true, the last time Owen bought a droid, more dud than droid we purchased in the deal.
It seemeth we have little choice, dear aunt, and yet shall I remind him what thou hast say'st.
Again it falls to me, a simple man, to take a leading role in matters grave. For I must choose a droid today, 'tis true. But also must I teach this lad, this Luke, to learn and grow, and to become a man. Although when I was young I too had dreams of far-off stars and distant galaxies, I learned to work the land, to raise the crops, and thus shall my trade pass on to him, adopted son of mine and strangely dear. I had not asked for fate to bring a son to me, for I had thought to have no heir. Yet do Beru and I feel for this child a measure of affection and, as well, the burden of responsibility. Pray, tell me, Jawa Small, what hast today?
Me Tunatina dig.
Nay, not that one. These Jawas offer first the lowliest, 'tis ever in their nature to deceive. Droid, I assume that thou art programmed well for etiquette and protocol, 'tis true?
Aye, protocol my primary function 'tis. I am well versed in all of the customs, sir.
No need I have of a droid with protocol.
Not in this habitat, thou speakest true. Hath ever sand a need for protocol? When did a stone or rock need etiquette? However, I am also made...
Peace. What I need is a droid who knows the binary tongue of moisture evaporators.
Oh, but sir, my first employment was in programming a binary load lifter very like thy evaporators. I, in most respects. My service and my worth I'll prove to him. If I must speak 1,000 hours more, for certain I shall die ere I return once more to be in the rank captivity.
Well, speakest thou Bachi?
Truly, sir, 'tis like a second tongue to my soul.
Pray cease. So, shall I have this one here?
Praise the day! Now if he chooseth also my R2, aye, then shall I be pleased.
Mom and bit.
Luke, take thou these droids unto our vast garage. My wish is that they be cleaned, be ere we dine.
But on to Tashi Station would I go, and there obtain some power converters. Fee!
Thou canst go with thy friends another time, when all thy chores have been fulfilled. Go to.
Oh, how shall I be mocked, and verily abused from my noble comrades here, that once again my uncle hath denied my fervent wish to be with them instead. 'Tis well. Come hither, thou. To Red.
Beep poo.
Go, hence.
Beep squeak. Beep beep squeak. Beep beep beep. If I go not with him, my foolishness shall render no one service. Thus I'll beep.
Wanna bit.
Ah!
Pray, Uncle Owen, look! Behold, this R2 unit hath a foul and smoking motivator.
Vicious knave, say, in what manner dost thou try upon our goodly wills to ply thy thievery? So shall I rip thy brown and ragged robes to shreds, if thou set not this matter right. Now speak!
Me Bernadina ding.
Beep squeak!
Your pardon, sir. The R2 unit which thou seest is in prime condition, aye. A bargain 'tis, and he shall serve thee well. Now, if I can convince the human here to purchase R2 too along with me, so shall I win the day, and ever shall yon R2D2 dwell in peace with me. What shall he answer?
Uncle Owen, say, hast thou considered yonder blue droid there?
What of that blue one? That one shall be ours.
Oh, victory! Next I'll praise him for his choice. A noble choice thou makest, master, for thou surely shalt be pleased with this new droid. I can with confidence report to thee that he is in first-class condition, sir, for I have worked with him before. He comes.
Beep 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 squeak!
Anon, away we go.
Forget not about this moment, faithless droid. Why I should put my neck at risk for thee is quite beyond my mind's capacity. All praise be to the Maker, verily. This oily bath much healing shall provide. The glow of bright Coruscant doth not match the vital warmth this soothing oil brings me. The case of dust contamination which befalls me mighty is, and renders me unable, I'll be sworn, to move at all. I rue the day I came into this place, this drab and barren rock called Tatooine. Oh.
I rue the day I came unto this place, this drab and barren rock called Tatooine. But wherefore have I reason to complain? Do sandstorms not invade both rich and poor? We are not promised equity in life. Both rich and poor alike pertain to me. For certain, though in toil I am most rich, by want of keen adventure am I poor. Thus I declare that whether rich or poor, the lot I have received from fates unfair, my comrade Biggs hath rightly guessed, I fear, that never shall I leave this stricken place.
Oh, exclamation tragic! Shall I speak? Is there, dear sir, aught I might do to help?
Nay, Droid, lest thou canst alter time, or make the harvest come apace, or, goodly friend, if thou canst somehow bear my body hence by magical conveyance yet unknown.
I think not, sir, for merely a droid am I, and have not knowledge of such things as thou. Not on this planet, anyway. In truth, I do not know which planet this one be.
If center bright the universe contains, then surely, Droid, hast thou now found thyself as far from it as thou canst possibly be.
I see, sir.
Surely, thou mayst call me Luke.
I see, Sir Luke.
How jolly, Droid. Just Luke. This Droid, I see, is wont to prattle on. Belike his mouth is faster than his mind.
C-3PO am I, an expert in the human-cyborg link, and he, my short blue counterpart, is R2-D2 called.
Good end.
That's good.
Thou hast much carbon here. It seemeth much of fortune thou hast known. Aye. Can it be that two such droids as you can know more of adventure than a man?
With all that we have been through, amazed am I, yet our good condition keep, what with rebellion and its hurly-burly ways.
Nay, can it be? Of which thou hast experienced. Pray, knowest thou the rebellion against the Empire, Droid?
For certain, aye. 'Tis how we came to be in thy employment, if thou comprehend my simple meaning, sir. Now, in this visage turned all eagerness, oh, never in the manner which I've seen a man intoxicated with a dream.
And hast thou been in many battles? Speak. Whatever morsel thou may serve to me shall be a feast unto my waiting ear. The smallest tale of battle lost or won shall feed my soul's near-ending appetite.
Full many battles, aye, sir, but I fear I have but little food for thy heart. A banquet, sadly, I cannot prepare. 'Tis certain that of tales I am no chef, but rather I confess that not much more than an interpreter am I, and not much good at telling stories, verily. I've not the salt nor the spice to season them.
'Tis well, my Droid. So shall my hunger wait to feast one day upon another's tale. My little bot, thou hast got something jammed herein. Hast thou been on a cruiser, or...
Oh, help me. Obi-Wan Kenobi, help. Thou art my only hope.
Pray, what is this?
What is what? A question hath he asked. Say, what is that?
Oh, help me. Obi-Wan Kenobi, help. Thou art my only hope. Oh, help me. Obi-Wan Kenobi, help. Thou art my only hope.
Beep, 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 hoo, squeak, beep, beep, beep.
He says it's nothing, sir. A mere malfunction. Bygone data 'tis. Please pay no mind.
But who is she? For she is far more beautiful than all the stars.
I truly do not know, sir. I suspect she was a passenger on our last trip, a person of importance, I believe. First was adventure. Second, 'tis this last. 'Tis certain my new master hath a wealth of passion, ever eager to bestow.
Say, is there any more recording, Droid?
Squeak, beep.
Behave thyself, R2, for thou shalt get us both in trouble. Be content, and trust him true. He's our master now.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, squeak, beep, beep, squeak, hoo.
He saith he doth belong to Obi-Wan Kenobi, a resident of parts nearby, and 'tis a private message meant for him. For all my wit, I know not what he means, for our last master Sir Antilles was. Alas, with all we've endured, this dear small R2 unit quite eccentric is.
Squeak!
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I suspect old Ben Kenobi he doth mean, perhaps. First droids, then tales of battles fought in space, and now a damsel cries in beams of light. Did ever dust any come knocking thus?
I beg thy pardon, sir, but knowest thou aught of what he speaks?
I know not any man named Obi-Wan Kenobi, yet old Ben Kenobi resides beyond the Dune Sea, and there dwells much like a hermit, strange and lone.
Oh, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, help! Thou art mine only hope.
I wonder who she is. Whoever she may be, whatever is her cause, I shall under her please respond. Not e'en where she my sister could I know a duty of more weight than I feel now. It seemeth she some dreadful trouble hath. Mayhap I should play the message whole.
Beep, squeak, squeak, meep, hoo, meep.
R2 doth say the bolt restraining him short-circuited his full recording system. So saith he, that if thou wouldst with speed remove the bolt, he may the full recording then display. What purpose shall I serve unto this man? Am I to guide, encourage, counsel? What? Thus shall I play the wise interpreter, for truly 'tis the part I know best.
What? Aye, thou seemst too small to run away, if I should take this off. Good little droid, so cleverly thou bringest messages, that thou hast won my trust. Now, thou art free. But wait, where has she gone? What villainy! How hast thou dampened that celestial light wherein she spoke of late? Now bring her back. Play back the message full, thou naughty droid.
Meep, meep.
What message, Eric Droid? The one thou hast been playing, which thou holdst within thy rusty innards. Oh, alas, we shall deactivated be.
Oh, Luke! Pray, Luke!
I shall be there anon. Good Emperor.
I'm sorry, sir, for it doth seem he hath acquired a mighty flutter.
Thus she comes, and thus she goes. Yet ever on my sight her beautiful, fine countenance shall shine. So here's my vow. I'll see her once again, in beam, or hope on hope, with my own eyes. For now I must depart to dine. Pray, see if thou canst remedy this R2 droid.
Reconsider thou, if thou shalt play the message back for him.
Beep, meep, hoo, wee.
Nay, I do not believe he liketh thee.
Beep, squeak.
Nay, thee I like not either.
Ooh. Now are the pieces all arranged for me to make a daring move and fly this place. The fool who sets the game in motion shall appear unto C-3PO and Luke no more than if he were an errant knave. But hear the voice of R2-D2 all. My noble purpose I'll accomplish yet, to take to Obi-Wan the princess news, to take my master Luke away from here, and, in the end, perhaps more vital still, to make a connection twixt the two good men. A foolish thing this flight may seem to thee, and yet more fine than foolish shall it be.
Mine uncle, thou shouldst know my mind. Methinks the R2 unit we have bought belike may have been stolen.
Thievery hath e'er been part and parcel of the Jawa's trade. But in thine utterance I sense there's more. So say, young Luke, why thinkest thou thereon?
Good uncle, well I know the Jawa's tricks, yet, as thou sayest, I mean something more. A stolen moment with those droids hath shown to me a reason they may stolen be. I did uncover a recording whilst I cleaned the R2 unit. He reports to be the property of someone known as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Thus thought I that he may stolen be. As to the name, this Obi-Wan Kenobi, wondered I if mayhap he meant Ben. Canst thou make sense?
Nay.
Yet I wonder if this Obi-Wan perchance may be some kin to yonder Ben.
Fie, fie. Shall that old man now haunt my home? That wizard is a damned scurvy man. tomorrow shalt thou take the R2 droid to Anchorhead and have its memory erased. And so shall there be an end to it, for it belongs only now to us.
Aye. Yet what if this Obi-Wan appears and lays claim unto this R2 droid? What stolen may be worth that looking for?
The looking shall not happen, nor the find, for I believe the man doth not exist. Now shall I lie, destroy the man, lest he be given new life in Luke's young mind. The boy a keen imagination hath. This Obi-Wan hath not for ages walked within this universe. He is no more. 'Twas many moons ago the old man died. Aye, truly he hath met his end about the time so long ago when wars were fought, the time when men did battle to the grave, the time before the empire ruled supreme, the time wherein thy father died as well.
Knew he my father?
Though I tell of men and wars and battles brave, still all he hears is the word father. Prithee, Luke, forget thy task is to prepare the droids for work tomorrow. In the morning shall they be upon the south ridge, laboring with those condensers.
Aye, and I believe those droids shall serve us well. In troth, good uncle, now I must confess my mind is moved to think upon the pact twixt thee and me in our agreement, namely that I shall stay here another season. Crops that grow in these harsh climes will surely grow sans me. And so, mine uncle, if these droids will satisfy, I wish my application to transmit unto the great academy this year.
Nay, Luke, an uncle's heart is breaking. Canst thou mean the next semester hence before the harvest time?
Just so. Quite plentiful are droids.
But harvest time I need thee most. Wilt thou here in the desert, yet desert? 'Tis only one more season. This year I shall make enough at the harvest time to hire more hands and help. Then canst thou go next year to the academy. To pilot is a noble trade, my boy, but family is nobler still. I prithee understand. I need thee, Luke.
'Tis one more year entire.
'Tis only one more season.
Aye, so setst thou when my dear friend Biggs and leave, now cracks a hopeful heart, when by the land a man's ambitions firmly grounded are. So shall a bird ne'er learn to fly or soar when wings are clipped by crops and roots and soil?
Pray whither? Flowest thou, Luke?
It seems, dear aunt, I nowhere go nor flee nor sail nor fly. Instead I must remain and clean those droids.
Oh, Owen, he cannot abide for aye with us. 'Tis true, his friends are mostly gone. It hath great meaning for our well-loved Luke. This bird would surely fly.
So promise I, that I shall set all things aright, Beru. The bird shall fly indeed, when time is ripe, and when the nests have no more need of him.
But, Owen, he hath not a farmer's heart. This apple falls quite near his father's tree.
'Tis true, and this, my dear, is what I fear.
Oh, my fortune's full. 'Tis true, 'tis true. And gazing now upon the double sun of my home Tatooine, I know full well that elsewhere lies my destiny, not here. Although my uncle's will is that I stay, my heart within me bursts to think on it, for out among the spheres I wish to roam. Adventure and rebellion stir my blood. Those oft-repeated words of my mate Biggs, I do believe that all the world's a star. Beyond that heavenly light I shall fly far.
All right, guys, that's the end of Act 1. That was, what did everyone think?
Woohoo!
That was a lot of fun, man.
That was cool.
I think I need more practice.
You guys had to. I had to watch Uncle Owen talk to C-3PO coming out of the same person.
Really, Owen and 3PO are the same person?
Yes.
Dude,
I didn't realize
you
that
had
when I picked the part.
3PO dead to rights. I had to mute my microphone so I could start laughing as soon as you started. That was great.
Oh, and every R2 aside. Good God.
Yeah, I love the R2
Like, I
voice. That
almost
was
peed.
great.
Okay, Mr. James Brown, deep voice guy. How'd I do on the narrating?
Not bad at all, man. You got the diction for it. It doesn't matter how deep your voice is. You can narrate anything if you sound like friggin' Urkel, as long as you have the right diction.
Cool.
You did
Thank
good,
you.
man.
Thank you.
But well, let's Colin and I give a big thank you for all you guys doing CaridaCast, jumping in, and I hope it was fun for everybody.
I liked it.
No, that was a blast.
Yep, I liked it.
So anyway, so jump in if there's anyone else you know. Like the second thing's up. Everyone can pick what parts they want, and we'll go from there. But so Colin and I want to say thank you. So this is CaridaCast, our special episode, which is I think episode 12, right?
If we count this as 12, yeah.
Yeah, this is 12, but it's also our special one too.
Woo!
And if you want fan email, I can give up to like 25 CaridaCast emails, and it just links to your own email. So if you want to do that, you can just let me know that too. I don't know if you're going to have fan email, but you know,
this is going to my voiceover portfolio, man.
Okay, so thank you everyone for calling in, and I'll get the recording to Colin tonight, and I'll put the raw one in there as well. So
Thanks for listening, people.